Well, as tough as it was on Saturday to swallow it, tougher. I am really proud of my team. They competed their tails off. We played as hard as we've played all year. We dominated the best team in the country for 30-something minutes, and we have to figure out how to close games. And I say we, that's me, that's our, all of our players. We got to figure out how to finish games and close games when teams are in panic mode and they're drawing up defenses in the sand. Give Duke great credit. Their kids never quit. They battled. They turned us over, it seems like 1,000 times in the last 4 or 5 minutes. I am stunned, but I love my group. I feel for them. As I said, I thought we outplayed the best team in the country for a long time, and our team will grow from this. As hard as it is to accept, we're going to grow from it. There are going to be better times, and now I'll take your bullets.
We got microphones. Anybody? Questions?
Coach, why was the half-court offense so stagnant once Duke went zone?
Well, we were out of sorts because by the time we crossed the ball across the half-court line, we were limited in our time, in our shot clock. They were in a very, very extended 2-3 zone, and their hands were everywhere. And although we talked about getting the ball to the logo a few of the times that we did, we missed a shot in there. We turned it over when we got the ball in there. But with how spread out they were, that's where we needed to get it. And we didn't handle their zone. We just didn't do it. So you give them great credit. They have makeup ability and athleticism and length that most teams in college don't have. But had we handled it better, maybe hit a few shots, and when we did get open looks, then we'd be sitting here with a much different feeling.
Chris, could things have gone any better for the first 35 minutes? I mean, the way you guys played.
I thought we get up 23. We took some quick shots. And, our maturity, our ability to be in that moment, maybe for the very first time for some of us, wasn't handled the best way. And, you're up 23, 19, whatever it is. You don't want to call a timeout in that situation. You want to get that message relayed to our guys. But I thought there were a few times where we took quick shots. And although they may have been open shots, it didn't allow us to get where we needed to get defensively in transition to get matched up and make it a 5-on-5 game. And, again, there are a lot of different areas that we got to learn from. And that part, when it went from 23 to about 12, a big area we got to grow from.
Why was their pressure so bothersome?
We've been bothered by a lot of several long athletic teams, and we have smaller guards, but it's no excuse. We've got to be able to catch the ball at our spot, just like we did for the first 30 minutes. When they extend full court pressure, we got to be able to break it and get us in something and find the soft spots, be able to pass fake, meet passes, and finish.
When you get up by 23, do you have to fight the urge to nurse the clock and continue to attack? What's the thinking there, and anything that you wish that you would done
well,
differently?
that's what I tried to relay to our guys during the course of play, Tim, is that are you open? Sure. But, Malik, and again, this isn't all on one guy. This is on all of us. But, a shot with maybe 26, 25 seconds on the shot clock from your center, from three, you can probably get that look really anytime. So let's try to prey on their panic, on their extended in passing lanes, pass fake, and get layups and open shots at the end of the clock.
What was the explanation? It seemed like the last call was a charge on Reddish, and they went to the monitor and called on Ryan. What did they explain?
They said that Ryan's heel, was in the restricted arc, and obviously it's a reviewable play, I guess. And so I trust those guys that, it's on video, so they're not going to make that up.
Coach, once you guys, once Duke switched to the full court pressure into the zone, you guys clearly struggled with it. Is there anything you would have done differently to try to combat the pressure that you guys just didn't do tonight?
That's a great question. I think that, our spacing was pretty good. We were just tentative. We were just tentative. Every pass was like they wanted it to get to their teammate. And that tentativeness, becomes a negative when you have such a great anticipating team. We had to be a lot more sure with what we wanted to do. If he's 50-50 in a passing lane, pass fake hard, get him out of the passing lane, bounce pass in the logo, and then play from there. And we didn't do that.
Coach, even CC struggled tonight with the pressure, and obviously that's been an issue with you guys throughout the year. And I know it's becoming a consistent question, but what do you think you guys need to do moving forward to be able to handle the full court press?
Same things that we're doing, that we've been doing for 6 months since our staff arrived. We're not going to get a magic potion sprinkled over our guys or come up with some elaborate press break. We just have to be men with the ball. We've got to meet our passes. We have to pass fake, and we have to make the right decisions.
Some of those late turnovers down the stretch, do you think that was because your guys got a little bit panicky and were trying to make bigger plays as the lead got narrower and narrower?
I don't think they were trying to make bigger plays. I think they were, playing timid. We haven't played timid all year. But when you get in a situation, and they're humans, they're humans. They're great humans. It's one of those things where they saw the lead evaporate. They're trying to make the best play they can. But my job is to keep these guys up. I told them that's the best team in the country. For 30-some-odd minutes, we were clearly better.
Two more.
Are you concerned that this is going to linger, and how do you stop that from happening?
Sure, it's a concern. But I also feel like, I got some of the best guys in the country in that locker room. They got great character. I'm going to come back, on Thursday when we practice again and keep stressing the same things that we do every single day and just try to grow from it and get better.
You kind of stole my question. I was just going to say that a bunch of the guys on this current team experienced the Virginia loss last year, which was also a big gut punch. Is there any other way to communicate that with them about kind of just picking it up and moving along? Can you say anything right now that?
I mean, it's sports. Adversity's a fact of life, man. You're talking to a guy that had 3 ACLs in college. Thought he was going into the NBA. And boom, God had a different plan. So if we have the opportunity to, learn from some tough times and tough moments, then that's exactly what, we're going to aim to do. My belief in these guys is crazy strong, and that's not going to go away over a really tough loss. But hey, man, you lose some tough ones. You're going to be in sports at this level. It's going to happen.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you.